Are you some sort of sovereign citizen or something?
No, I'm not, and that's defamation.
I'm sorry? I'm asking you a question. I'm not telling
No,
you.
sir, I do not work for the police.
I'm gonna get started. I just arrived in Orlando, Florida, and as you can see here, this ain't no Mickey Mouse town. It's Orlando City Hall right here. This is where this is a public service was trespassed from. Hi, Claudette. Like I said, this is no Mickey Mouse town, pun intended. There's a lot going on. It's very busy, and I'm meeting up with this is a public service Foshin. Hi everyone. I'm not gonna be able to see your wait. You wait. So I guess they've already been here. I don't know where the hell they found parking. I kind of cheated. Liberty Troll's already been trespassed from the Orlando City Hall. I guess they got here early. And then now they're at some restaurant. I'm gonna walk over there with you, find out what happened. And I guess we're going to the city council meeting at 2. I didn't sign up in time. I guess you gotta sign by you gotta sign up by 9 a.m. I wasn't even awake yet. So that's where we're at. This hotel looks pretty sweet. You guys hear the story about Teslas? Cops now realize that Teslas record. So if there's a Tesla parked by a crime scene and they want the footage off the Tesla, they'll literally just tow the Tesla. Cold beer on a Saturday night. Oop. Hi, officer. How are you? Parking enforcement. Okay. I take it back. That guy's masked up to the gills. He looked like a parking terrorist. Oh, look at this. How funny is this? I don't know where they're at. Maybe they're upstairs. How funny is this? Look at that. The bow spot. Bow. Clash with bow right there. The bow spot. All right. Hawkers. Man. Hawkers? What is Hawkers? Support Center. If you're looking for a restaurant location, visit us online at Eat Hawkers. Eat Hawkers. EatHawkers.com. That is not what I would think is a restaurant website. That's them right there at the bar. Damn. Foshin's dressed up. They only got private restrooms?
Go to the public meeting at 2 o'clock here.
Okay. Can we record in the meeting?
I've been told yes.
Yeah, we can.
My intent is to record in the
Okay,
meeting
good.
because
Mine too. All right, everybody. I don't know if they're gonna snap me for this music, but we'll go back live in a little while. Thank you. See you guys.
With that being said, the water had to go somewhere, and that was his house, also Larry's house as well. So his is a little bit different story, so he'll be able to talk a little more to his, but it affected all of us. And when we had 2-3 days of nobody giving calls back, we just wanted some answers. We just felt like we were kind of being overlooked and walked on a little bit.
How was the kid going out a week later? Just how's your home team today?
It's still an absolute disaster. As you can tell, there's still junk being thrown out every day. It's a mess. It's devastating. To have this happen to you just after moving in less than a month ago. I'm just working through it bit by bit.
Justin Schechner or something like that. Remember, I'm not a journalist. Oh, you don't remember me?
His house is about 2
Uh-huh.
years old, right? And
You went viral on my YouTube channel.
I've lived there
It was a good time.
more torrential downpours. I've lived it through a bunch of
That's the street specifically. They have all said, and a lot of them have been there over 20 years, never seen it. So we're just trying to find out what one common denominator is that's affecting it right now as you speak. And that's why we're here.
You guys remember Justin from downtown Tampa when he said that we're not journalists? And I told him I get way more viewers than you do. You might want to follow my model instead of your fake news model. He also said that he keeps looking over here. He's nervous. He also said that the news isn't fake and there's nothing that the news doesn't need to be looked over, so to speak.
Scott Paxton, P-A-X-T-O-N.
And Stephen Harrison, S-T-E-H-E-N, H-A-R-R-I-S-O-N.
Like, Scott with 2 T's.
Thank you.
From Telemundo?
Yeah.
Oh, Univision?
Yeah, today we're showing the sun, so you guys hope to get there to speak during public comments.
I'm sorry, what network is it?
This is a public service.
We just want to find out. That's all.
Really, it's the construction project, the drainage, everything you're saying, it's walking down the rain, it was coming down. How was your home like compared to him?
More my garage got flooded out, because that's a little my property. I'm behind his house in one studio. So.
I show you a text, just one touch. So,
Yeah.
So good luck.
Thank you.
Scott, I just at the beginning of it, is it just because of the overbuilding? Is that?
It's just overbuilding.
You don't have much to say today. Hi, how are you, sir? I didn't get the full context. Your guys' property was flooded?
When you block these streets,
Was it natural? What happened? Was it something the city did? Pipes?
down and all that, but we have great documentation, a lot of everything out there.
We'll find out what their conclusions are.
Oh, I see. So it's like being investigated by the city?
I hope so.
Correct.
You get a lot of damage?
Some had it back, saying back off. He's got all that.
And what about insurance? No? Yes? Too much for them?
Well, we're not in a flood zone.
So we're asking, just investigate it. See if you hired did it properly.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Prevent it from other neighbors. It's not gonna.
So you're hoping that what? That the city will figure out a way to make it practical to get your property back in order?
It's just a mess. You know,
How have you
At
found
this
your
moment in time,
experience trying to deal with the city
we
to
just
get
want to voice
them
our
to look
opinions,
into
put them on public record and see what they have to say and answer to
it's just upsetting.
those concerns.
I'm big and I'm not gonna do this.
May I ask what a question, like what would a question be? For instance?
For instance, questions such as what is what's the protocol for talking to other departments in matters of construction?
Okay.
For instance, the Delaney Avenue is run by the city, and Orange Avenue is run by
the road they're
DOT.
choosing to go.
Did you not see his
So
video?
these two entities talking to each other on the issues, they're not.
So you want clarification of to who has jurisdiction over what?
That's oversight in
I mean,
general.
we,
You know,
everybody
talking
there,
to
my taxpayer dollars pay for this.
neighbours and whatnot, there are plenty of people that say they've never seen anything like it.
I just, I
In
know
that area,
I do a lot of stuff.
You know, we're on one of the highest peaks of Orlando, so this isn't just.
So it's a fluke, kind of, that it flooded there, because it's not normally a flood zone.
It's not a flood zone. It's not officially
Oh, it's not designated as a,
designated.
but it could very well in reality be a flood zone. Is that what I'm getting?
Unless you go.
Because it floods.
You don't get just in.
I'd have to be able to people who designate those.
That's just, it's just upsetting.
Okay.
You know,
Not for me
and
to
look,
decide.
it's not about.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Who?
I'm JohnFilax. I'm independent. Him and I are independent journalists. If you want to look, if you want to see my channel, you just write that name down or take a picture of it if you want. I have 250,000 subscribers.
It's just, I just wish you would have
much higher elevation than he does,
Uh-huh.
and I got flooded
Did you really?
because of all the new construction behind me.
So what does the new construction have to do with the flooding, if you can explain it to me?
They raised the elevation so high, and they don't have.
Oh, so the water just basically comes off of their hill and drains into your neighborhoods?
They run their irrigation 6 times a day. The ground's already saturated.
And they run irrigation for landscaping, I'm assuming, right?
Right.
Okay.
There's some water their sod and their plants, and that water just rushes right down into my yard and the other 10 homes along that stretch of East Grant Street.
Is that where he's talking about, same location?
No.
Oh, yours
I'm at
is
a high
higher.
elevation. This is where a lot of the water that landed in his house came from.
Okay.
Because
reassuring us that, look,
we have a good storm drain system on our street. It was totally overwhelmed, and I've never seen that before. And that water went right down the lane and right to Kaylee's.
What kind of buildings are we talking about? Like high rises?
Private homes.
Are they up in the air or is it just,
They raised them, I would say about 4 feet.
but the buildings themselves aren't multi-level?
They are all 2-story homes.
Okay, 2-story homes. So it's not a commercial?
It's not commercial. This
Okay.
is private homes.
And before they developed the homes and the property, you're saying they built a mound?
Oh, yeah.
And there's
when I
there's
brought
not
it up to
enough
the city.
drainage to soak into that mound, so it comes down the hill and into your neighborhood and floods your
I brought that up to
neighborhood.
the city back in March, before they even started to
Did
do
they
it.
respond to anything?
We had a meeting with them.
And? Any resolution?
Every concern I had was considered hypothetical.
Oh, hypothetical, even though it's happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm here, because I want to look Patty Sheehan in the eye and Corey Knight in the eye.
And you're gonna speak during public comments? Okay, good. Thank you, guys. All right, will you hold this by? Use the restroom. I'm live, by the way, if you want to talk to the people.
What's going on, y'all? John DeNicola. What's happening? So, yeah, we've had, I'll just give you a little story. Me and the Liberty Troll have been here since about 10 a.m. And he got trespassed from the building and kicked out. And here we go. There's Captain Morgan. So he got kicked out. Only after a couple minutes. But they allowed me to continue to film the whole time because they didn't know I was filming. So that's how it goes. You're allowed to film in Orlando City Hall as long as they don't know that you're filming. You're allowed to, yeah, that's pretty much it. So they tossed him out. They brought the police up. They got the, I think it was Sergeant Geschke. Sergeant Geschke was the one that did the actual trespassing, which is, it's unfortunate. Well, it's unfortunate for a few reasons, but unfortunate mainly because that was the officer that chose not to trespass me a little over a year ago, a couple days before I got arrested here in Orlando City Hall. So he did good the first time I met him, and then I think Zach went, he came up here and he ended up getting trespassed, and Geschke was the one that did it. Yeah, they were literally just doing they were in this little area here, this little rotunda area, they were just doing a little press conference here, and that's okay. Apparently that's okay. I don't, the backwards nature of Orlando City Hall is just, it's pretty depressing. But what's going on, John? What's going on, James? So we're in here for the city council meeting, waiting for some public comment, so I can let the city of Orlando know how displeased I am with the level of service they continue to give us. Here's Captain Morgan. John, you can hear us talking over the pressure washer. Simon, are they still going strong in there?
Yeah.
You want to give the viewers a little? Here, we're going to give this to.
What's up, guys?
Marty blocking the
Yeah,
camera.
What else we got here? Have you already done this?
Public comment yet?
Not yet. I suspect they're going to start here.
They built some new developments and they built them up so high with no drainage that the water's running into the neighborhoods that are not flood zones, so to speak. Sorry, young lady. I was recording this way anyway, but. That girl was thick, bro. That girl was thicker than a Wendy's milkshake.
I saw your eyes. I'm like,
Hey, man, I'm just a man.
And then for 22 years. David Weekly Homes bought 9 lots on the north side of Page Street between Delaney Avenue and Central Avenue last year. After clearing these lots, I noticed load after load of dirt until it looked like a mountain behind my house located on the south side of East Grand Street. I looked up the status of my report. Ironically, code enforcement closed it out using a bogus address with no explanation.
My name is Stephen Harrison. My wife and I reside at 530 East Gary Street. Just 1 month after moving in, my home was devastated by flooding on September 1st. I was unable to return home due to significant water accumulation on Orange Avenue and Delaney Avenue. I abandoned my car and waded home, only to find every room submerged. The damage is extensive, and it includes irreplaceable family memories.
Followed by Zach.
It's me, Joe Gruff. I'm going to give my address. That's none of your business. I've got just some thoughts. I listened to everybody that was speaking, and you know, it really makes you think. An Olympian goes to Paris and hears commercials about Orlando, and you know, let's have people come to Orlando. Let's spend your tax dollars here in Orlando. Come have your vacation in Orlando. But when your street floods and your home floods, and you try to get an answer from the city of Orlando, what you get is call this department. And then what that department says is call this department. And then when that person says is call this person, and really it's just that's all it is. And then I don't know what happened with Patty. You can't handle people being upset. What are you?
You could address your comments to the entire
Point of
council.
order, I reclaim
You don't
my
have a point of order.
time.
You
I
don't
do,
get a
this
point
is
of
my
order.
time, sir.
No,
This is my
I'm
time.
just asking, are
I reclaim my time. I would like to reclaim my time.
If you
Why
want
is my
to
time still clicking? I would like to.
Because you're still talking.
You're
All I ask
talking
you to
during
do
my
is
time.
address council.
You are talking during my time.
All I ask you to address council.
Shut up. Shut up, it's my time. Who do you think I'm addressing? Is Patty a counselor?
A single member of council.
Patty, sorry about that. Buddy's got a lot.
You can direct them to me, I don't care. You're a jerk, and I don't care.
I'm a jerk?
Yeah.
Do you know me?
I know you from the 30 seconds you've
Tell
just
me
been
more.
here, and I know what other stuff you've done, so.
Ooh, you do? You know some of the other
Yeah.
stuff, huh? This is professional. This is the mayor of Orlando. Somebody comes up, has a problem with what's going on in the city of Orlando, and the mayor of Orlando said, oh, I know about you. I don't want to let you speak. What the hell's wrong with you people? It's 3 minutes. Just let me speak for 3 minutes. Shut up. Yeah, it's easy. God, take care of these people's problems. Their house is flooded. That's not a big deal to you guys, huh? Not a big deal. Oh, The only person that seemed interested was Tony Ortiz. The only other person was Mr. Burns, but he's not even here. He's taken off here in public comment. Fuck it. You guys, anybody read this? Anybody familiar? Constitution of the United States. Yeah. You guys should take a look. You guys should read it again. Buddy, you specifically, buddy. You need to read the Constitution. Let's take a look. We're going to do Clause 6, Section 2. Do you know what that's known as? Buddy? You know what that's known as? It's the Supremacy Clause. Do you know where the power comes from?
Okay, your time's up, thank you. Zach, go.
How you doing, everyone? I'm here because, and I drove 2 hours to get here because you guys have a policy in this city hall here where you've outlawed the First Amendment right to free press. It's the only job guaranteed to us by the Constitution. So, and what happens is your officers here trespass people for exercising in free press an inalienable right guaranteed by the First Amendment. There's also subsequent case law, Smith v. City of Cummings, to where anywhere we are allowed to record public officials in the course of their duty. There's also Brandsburg v. Hayes that says anywhere the public is allowed access, the media is also allowed access. So, and this gentleman was trespassed for recording in here and convicted from your unconstitutional, unlawful policies that you have in this building, which are also selectively enforced against independent journalists like him and I. But when you guys have all their big cameras and they're all interviewing Omari and violating the same policies, not one cop is to be found. Not one cop is there to be trespassing the mainstream media. We understand that they push your narrative and the narratives you like, and you like to call us names and jerks and cut us off. But the fact is, like he said, the Supremacy Clause, the First Amendment says we have the right to free press, and your policy in this building is unlawful, to put it lightly. And when you trespass someone, cage them and convict them for exercising their rights that you swore to protect, you are in fact violating your oath and committing treason. You understand that? You should change your policy. And why isn't the public comments being broadcast over the internet? Everyone else can be heard, but not the people. Everyone else can be broadcast over the internet because they're all engaged in vanilla toast speaking talking points. But once we say something about the Constitution and your unlawful actions against the people, that can't be seen for some reason. Stop breaking the law. Stop violating. And it's funny that the gentleman with the foreign name is the one who's actually heard about the Constitution, and none of you have ever read it, it seems like to me. Or else you wouldn't pass this unconstitutional, unlawful, treasonous policy you have in this city hall. City hall is supposed to be an open forum, and the subsequent case law says so. Follow the law.
Okay, that is all the general appearance requests that we have today. And I want to apologize to council for responding to an individual who didn't deserve or merit a response. And I will do that again.
Wow.
Okay.
We know what you deserve. We know what you deserve. Yeah, keep smiling. That's what tyrants do when they get caught. Keep it up.
So, buddy, where do you know me from?
They got their gunmen protecting him.
Where do you know me from, buddy?
Yeah. He had a lot to say 2 minutes
You're
ago.
brave now, aren't you, buddy?
He had a lot to say.
Where's your bravery now?
They don't have term limits. So we have tyrants for 21 years in this city that have never read the Constitution in their life. That's amazing.
The old boy is right.
And the police force to go with it.
Mr. Ortiz, do you have a card? Would you mind if I emailed you my concerns about the constitutionality of some of the policies around here and the actions of some of the government workers? I appreciate that.
My phone's about to die, everybody. Thanks for recognizing the Constitution, sir.
And I didn't mean to come up here and start.
Hey, man, I tried. I had it all written out. Really? Huh? I love you.
Nightclub in here.
Thank you, sir.
I think they should do general comments live.
Well, they don't want people like us coming in and showing them how. See right here? If they're recording, they could be trespassed for this. Like I'm doing right here, that could be trespass. He was trespassed and convicted for that. And that's why he called him a jerk, because he actually comes here and exercises his rights. All right, everyone, my phone is definitely dying. Thanks for sticking around that long if you did, man. That was all off the top of my head. It's the best I could do. I'm gonna go home 2 hours away and drink something, smoke something, and cuddle with my lady. All right, bye.